Okay. Okay, guys, thank you. Welcome to tonight's call. I'm a bit nervous and excited at the same time, but that's all about what we do these days, isn't it? For those who don't know me, my name's Andrea. I've been using the Isagenix products for 20 months and have had amazing results. I started with Isagenix, very overweight lady and unhealthy in my digestive system, and I needed to lose weight and make changes in my life. So Sheridan Goodall introduced me to the system, and I will never look back and forever first days on it, I felt fantastic. My digestive issues stopped, and first week I lost 4 kilos, felt fantastic, and in the first 30 days I lost 10 kilos. I used the product strictly for 19 days, for 3 months I lost 19 kilos, and in total I lost 33 kilos in total. So that's been just over 20 months, and I feel fantastic. I share it with so many people as I can. My son Bryce has come on board and doing the business with me, so that's a lovely thing to be able to share as a as a family. And I've met beautiful people. I get inspired by everyone around me, and I've met some really truly lovely people and terrific friends that I'll call friends for life, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm going to do some recognitions, and starting with the beautiful Sarah Whitehead. She gained double PIB this week. She also did her very first sip and sample party, which I was able to go to last Thursday night, and she did so well. It was a great group of people, great atmosphere, great layout, presented brilliantly, and it was lovely to be part of. So well done, Sarah. And Form was part of that night also, and she delivered beautiful information, had some pretty tricky questions thrown away, and she did so well. Very impressed. So well done, girls. It was great to see it and be part of that. Also, Fawn, just a big thank you from everybody for recording these team meetings and for uploading them on YouTube. Thank you for that and sorting that out for me today too. I wanted to have a look at the meeting, so that was really good. Thank you. And another shout out to Nikki P. She hit 5 cycles this week. Well done, Nikki, to you. Excellent. Bryce, also he's back on board, and he's been reaching out, and to a few different people, but in particular to Lee in the UK. Bryce has got a few clients a few prospects in the UK, and Lee's been fantastic with helping him send some UK information, and also has organised a 3-way call with Lee on Saturday. So thanks, Lee, for supporting Bryce, and well done to you, Bryce, for stepping up and making these happen. Wish him all the best. And mentioning Lee, Lee's had a big week. Lee is in the top 50 of the top 50 money earners in the UK, which is awesome. And he's also number 22 in a promotion that they're running in the UK at the moment, which is another fantastic thing. And there's more for Lee. Lee is only 2 consultants away from becoming a director. So well done, Lee. That's an awesome achievement. So well done to you, big star. And Arena, she's shared some congratulations too for me to ask to share tonight. To Nicole Bone for getting double PIBs. And to Romaine and Randy for entering the IsaBody Challenge together as a couple. So that's awesome. That'll be interesting to watch. So well done to you guys, and I'm sure you'll be there supporting each other. And for Ben, smashing out his goals, losing kilos already in his first seven days. He's smashing and having great results. So that's well done to Ben. Excellent. Well done, Ben. Beck for doing her own 3-way call with Greg as the listener, and that's pretty intimidating, Beck, so well done to you. Shares for attempting to run a meeting at head office but got sick, so didn't make it, so that's a bummer, Shares. Michelle and Sarah Owen for getting double PIB, so well done. Annette, Brooke and Ainsley Michael had all 1 enrolment, so awesome, well done to you guys. And Sarita holding a launch party in the UK and for doing heaps of 3-way calls. That's come from Rach P. So well done, Sarita, excellent. Now a note from Rach P. She's just asked me to mention that Super Saturday is coming up on the 12th of May. It's a smaller venue. It will sell out, so make sure you get your people there, buy tickets, get in as soon as possible. That's only weeks away, so can you believe that? So yes, please, please, get on board with that. Now, just to touch on the boring topic of homework from last week, I hope you've all, done a bit of homework and can give us some feedback. And anyway, so homework. First one was who watched Jim Coover explaining the comp plan, and if so, who would like to share what they got out of it? Just unmute because I can't see everybody, so just unmute yourself and say, I'll share, please. Anybody? Nobody watched the Jim Coover explaining the comp plan?
Yeah, I watched it, Andrea. I thought that was our homework from a couple of weeks ago, but anyway, maybe I watched it, and I guess I took away, was it 5 different ways that you can get paid with Isagenix, which sort of blew me away, because it's just pretty crazy how much money these guys want to give us, really, if you want it. It's there if we want it at the end of the day, and that's amazing.
And it's great to know how you can earn it, the different ways you can earn it. So it's not just one way. So yeah, it's very exciting. Excellent. Thanks, Jared. Jerry? Actually,
what just to clarify, so it was cycles, your PIBs, your upfront stuff, your pools, your rank advancements, and what's the other one? Does anyone know what the other way to make money from the comp plan is? Yeah.
Retail's another one.
Oh, is it? Okay, there you go. Cool.
Excellent.
Thanks, Shez.
Thanks, Shez. Excellent. Thanks, Jared. Anyone else has any feedback from the Jim Coover comp plan? No? Okay, next one. You share, they share, the wonderful display that Pete did last week. Did you get to practice? And if you did, what feedback did you get? What did you experience? And and did anyone print off the information online, the spreadsheet on the you share, they share? Would you share, please? Nobody? No one practiced?
Yes, I did.
Good. Sarah, hello, darling.
Hi, how you going? You're doing a great job too, by the way. You look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I printed off the script and practiced in the mirror, and then practiced on my friends, and then practiced on one of my new sign-ups. So that was good. I always still seem to manage to get myself a little bit tongue-tied sometimes, but it's all right. You fail forward and you pick yourself up and you carry on. So, and drawing it out, it always helps. And I've got it in my little workbook there.
Yeah, excellent. Well done, Sarah. Yes.
And it's a little confusing for us because our amounts are different than you guys.
Oh, okay.
So I've always got to keep it in my mind. And because I do all the training with Australians, I tend to go, but then I've got to go translate it into New Zealand dollars. But
well done. That's a challenge in itself.
Yeah, that's a challenge.
Yeah, we all do. I had a bit of an experience actually with You Share, They Share this week too. One of my new cleansers, who's a personal friend who has just come on board, has followed me for some time, has come on board. She was actually buying through her daughter, who was not connected to anyone and wasn't earning money. And she thought, no, it's time to look after Andrea. She came on board basically to support me. Anyway, so I was going through the You Share, They Share last week with her, wrote it all out, and she said, no, I'll give them to you. Anyone that's interested, I'll give to you because, I don't want to do all the work and, you deserve it. And I thought, oh, that's very nice. And I left that up and I thought, that's not going to help me rank advance. I need to rank advance. It's not going to help me. And all she wanted to do was help me. So not too many people I can have this conversation with. So I rang her the next day and I said, now I know you want to help me and I know you would like to pass your people on to me, but how you would help me is by by allowing them to go under you, I will support them. We'll work together to support them, but then you'll help me rank advance. And it was a bit of a light bulb moment for me, just thinking, okay, this is another way I can communicate where I'm at and where I want to be. I couldn't do it with anybody, but a good friend who wants to support me, I was able to. So that was a good little exercise, I thought, for me. So anybody else want to share what they've experienced this week with You Share, They Share? No?
Andrea?
Oh, sorry.
Hello, Sarah. How are you, darling?
Sorry, I'm someone helping me tonight.
Oh, what a good helper.
Yeah, I
see the burger.
actually... Okay.
Hello, darling.
I actually got to do it at my launch party, which was amazing.
You did, and you were amazing, Sarah. That was awesome.
So it was really good to be able to do that in front of a group of people. And I have actually... This isn't going to work. And, I have actually it on a few of the people that then I've signed up. So it's great putting it into practice. So
yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
You gain so much confidence, don't you?
Absolutely.
So I totally agree. And you realise, it is clicked in. It is there. You do know it. So it's good. Yeah. Excellent. Well done, Sarah. Thanks for sharing. And you did well. So good.
Yeah.
So
thank
good.
you.
Okay. So sorry, did I see a note? I'm trying to read the chats and I'm not able to clearly, but did I see someone wanting to share? You share, they share on?
I was just going to ask Andrea, is everyone really comfortable in going through You Share, They Share with your people, and when do you do it? Like, I think it's really important. I do it on my welcome call. At the end of my welcome call, is that what everyone else does? Is that when everyone else shares it? Yep. And is everyone like pretty confident to talk about it with their people?
Hey guys, I would be suggesting that, it's great to do it on the welcome call, but we really need to be sharing this from the moment we speak to
on the three-way calls
customers. So, as soon as we've got them on the phone or we've got them face to face, it's our obligation to share how they can get their products paid for or this opportunity, because it's one of our solutions. So I would suggest if you can get into the habit of doing it at every single touch point. When you introduce them on the welcome call, getting excited about their results, who's been watching you, every single time, that's when you're going to get great success with people saying yes to it, because you've just got to capture the moment of when they're ready, and we can never assume when that's going to be.
Excellent. Thanks, Rach. I've added it to the cake list, when we do the three-way calls. The bottom line I've added to it, it's my obligation. I got that information from Greg to share this with you, and I go through it with them. So that's just a habit I do now, which is, cool. So we're all okay with You Share, They Share at the moment? And if you're not, definitely ask your upline, because once you get confident with that, it's easy. You just need to do it a couple of times, and it's programmed in, I feel. Okay, now the last thing of the homework, we discussed the contact list. Bon discussed that last week and gave us options of many ways that we can actually have our contact list, whether it's in a diary, whether it's online, whether it's Excel spreadsheet. What have people done this week to help them with their contact list? Can you share? Anyone wants to share?
I'll share if you like, Andrea.
Thanks, Lee. How are you?
Hi, everyone. Hope you're well. Yeah, good. Thank you. Great. I've got mine on what's called a Google Docs. So it's a bit like an Excel spreadsheet. And what I've done now is I've started using my phone since last week. So literally the minute that I've spoken to somebody about it, whether I'm out and about, I get straight in the car, and the first thing I do before I go anywhere is fill in their details and a little bit about the conversation. So it just means it's fresh in my mind. Otherwise, if I go home, I've forgotten by the end of the day what I've even said sometimes, or who I've spoken to. So that was a great one from last week, just to get on with it and do it straight away. So yeah, Google Sheets you can have on your laptop or on an app on your phone. It's really easy to use.
Excellent. And yeah, you're right. You can have things happen after a meeting and you've forgotten all the details. So it's a good way to and a good information to be able to follow up afterwards. You can report back to exactly what you spoke about and refer to. So that's great point. Thanks, Lee, sharing. Excellent. Anybody else? Anybody else there would like to share their experience on the with the contact list? Okay.
Hi, Andrea. I'll share.
Okay. Thanks.
Teresa.
Hi. How are you, love?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah, really good. So I just turned the light on, so it's a bit clearer. Firstly, just something from earlier when you were talking about the you share, they share. I was listening to a call with Scott Wood from Australia, and he was saying a really good way to kind of bring it up, the topic, is who do you know that would love to do this? And I know, like a few weeks ago, we were talking about just ways in to like mention this, you know, the whole point about sharing the system. So it's just another kind of line to use. I know some people shared some other lines, and I think that was a really good one. Just to softly bring it up. It's not assuming that there is somebody, but it's just at least like suggesting that there could be. And you know, someone always has someone that they want to, you know, do this with. So going back to your point about contact list, there is the new member information sheet as well that I downloaded from. As you can see that there. That I downloaded from the. Sorry, is there feedback? Can you hear me? Is it okay?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. That you can download from the ISA tools, and I found that really useful when I attended the event, the lifestyle event that we displayed Isogenics at. The reason why I thought it was quite good was because I could get initial information down on people, and then I'd have like a follow-up system where I'd go through each sheet and I'd have information about each individual person. And then because I used to have like a book where I would list everybody's name at the front, it just meant it got a bit crowded with kind of filling in notes in one particular book, whereas here with this particular sheet I can basically put it in a folder in alphabetical order under the names, and it means I can add even more notes under each person as I have further conversations and as it develops. So that was just a little add-on about like the kind of system that I'm now in the process of putting together as well.
It's excellent. Thank you, darling. That sounds great.
Okay.
It's
No
working.
worries. You look fabulous as well.
Oh, thank you.
You look like your red lipstick really suits you.
Thank you, Del. Thank you. Excellent. So, anyone else wants to share regarding the contact list? No. Well, okay. We're going to move forward now onto. I'm going to introduce Alicia, beautiful Alicia. She's going to share our first skill set tonight. And that's commit and take action. I met beautiful Alicia probably about 10 months ago. She's a young, inspiring young lady who inspires me every day when not every day, when she puts her posts up. She's a go-getter, she's a beautiful heart, and she's now here to share with us some great information. So where are you, lovey? Alicia? You there, Alicia?
Yep. Can everyone hear me?
Okay, I can't see you. Can everyone see her?
Can everyone see me or?
I can see you and hear you, Alicia. Page 2 maybe.
So you can
I can see you, Alicia. Yep, okay.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay. Go for it, darling.
So I'll just quickly introduce myself because a lot of you probably don't know me. So my mum is Nicole, so she's always on the calls, and I'm sure you know her more than me. But I was introduced to Isogenics by her, watching her, and I was quite a skeptic in the beginning, and I was like, why are you doing this shape thing? Like doubting it. And then once I saw her results, I was like, yeah, I want to do this. She was bouncing out of bed, and so I jumped on too, and ever since I've had more energy and I'm more motivated, and now I'm actually really taking the business side seriously. So yeah. Oh, can you guys not hear me very well? Maybe I'll go around to my mum's side of the computer.
Can you hear me better on this one?
Yeah, much better. Much better. Beautiful.
Cool. So I'm going over commit and take action.
Excuse me, Alicia.
Yes.
Just 1 second. You're going to have to turn your computer off because there's a really bad feedback. So turn your computer off and then come back to you.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Awesome.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So the main, I guess, topic is probably fill your toolbox for what I'm talking about. So I guess for me, it's really about committing and taking action because I'm really starting to grow my business and trying to get people interested and understanding how to, I guess, have a sustainable business. And so with fill your toolbox, I guess it's all the different things. So products, so having things for your launch party, such as like the Ice of Delights in the bars to be able to share and sample everything. Tools is also all the things that are available like on the Isogenic business page. So there's so many podcasts and videos and different website links and apps and all different things that you can add to your toolbox. So figuring out what works for you to be successful for your 90-day action plan. And today when I was doing my homework, the main thing that stuck out for me was the ISIS Sales Tools website, and I had no idea all the things that were actually available to purchase to be constantly advertising while we're doing just daily life. So the things that you can get on there, it's so worth having a look if you haven't. So you can get business cards, brochures, magazines, different merchandising, so all the clothing, car decals, like everything you can think of, pens, books, all the sorts. And I ordered myself some business cards. And before I did that, I made sure I set up my personal website, which Fawn was talking about last week. I found out that that's actually free and really easy to set up. So all you have to do is go into your resources in your back office and you just quickly choose a template, and that's something that now I'm going to use when I'm creating interest with people and sharing that rather than trying to come up with a whole spiel, and sometimes you can, push them away with that. And then the last thing I want to talk about was the events. So for me, what really changed everything was the first event that I went to, the University in Action in November last year. And that for me was life-changing, and really realised that I didn't want the 9-to-5 job anymore. And I think it's really important for you to realise what events you want to prioritise for yourself, but also to definitely get your team members there, because for me that was absolutely everything. Whereas before I didn't realise the culture and the community that was so available. So yeah, I guess unless anything else you want to touch on it.
No, I think you've done really well. Has anyone got anything they can add?
Can I just ask, has anyone used business cards or stuff for an event and recommend anything? I think Jared had done one just recently, hadn't he? I'm doing an event next Monday and I'm not 100% sure that I've got everything I need and what I should take or what works well. I hate giving out business cards because it means I can't control it.
Hey guys, we don't have any business cards. We never have for the past 3.5 years. I see my business card as Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
And, and that's what I use. So everyone I meet is, okay, so would it be okay if I add you on my Facebook and you can find out some more information because I've got a closed page, or my Instagram where you can find a little bit more about how this can, impact your life. So I don't know. It's up to individuals, but I personally would rather have them in social media because they're going to see
I'm
me
talking to people. I don't want them.
What was
If
that?
I'm talking to people, I don't want them. I would rather connect with them straight away. And if they don't want to connect, they're not that serious, are they? But
Yeah,
I've also got a product, physiotherapy place. So we put them in just last week to see how they would go. And already 3 people have asked about it, but I've not got any material in there. Would you suggest what I could put in?
So in terms of material, well, see, therefore it might be, you might need to come up with some sort of flyer. But again, I don't know. I haven't really heard that many people having that much success with that. What would be your opinion on that?
What's that?
Putting information into like a physiotherapist or, you know, as a handout.
Yeah, like you definitely don't want to say the word Isagenix. You want to tell them like a pain
empty
point.
Product boxes are in there.
Yeah, that's fine. Make sure you've got your details that they can contact you. But it'd be something along the lines of, you know, are you struggling to get back into your skinny jeans? Like actually something on those lines. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's a relationship business. At the end of the day, we want to be having as many contact points as possible.
I think if you were going to go to a physio or, you know, that sort of environment, then you could do a stand, or you could try and get their buy-in so you can have a night there where you can invite people to their clinic. But that's about you building that relationship with the physio, I suppose.
Thanks for that.
Has anyone else had any success doing anything like that?
Can I just jump in there for a minute? You're talking about doing an event, Lee. I found when I did the Bridal Expo a couple of weeks ago that there's so many people there that you don't have the time to stop and have full-on conversations with each person, and you miss some people. So it is handy to have something to just hand out to them as they go by. And, you know, they will look at it or they won't. You know, that's the risk that you take. But I think that you would miss too many people if you stopped and got people's information, you know, to add them onto Facebook or what have you. I know Jared, when he did his one, he had a giveaway, and I did the same on mine. Mine was just a sample pack, but it would just, you know, go in the drawer to win a sample pack and put your name and your email address and, you know, what your point of interest is, you know, what that is on display is particularly interesting to you, and then I got back to them from there.
Did you collect many details from doing that?
Yeah, I did. I got probably about 30 people to follow up with. I mean, some were just tire kickers, you know, that were just in for a freebie. But I have been having conversations with probably about 10 out of that 30.
Perfect.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is worthwhile.
Yep, thank you.
Excellent. Thanks, guys, for sharing. That's awesome. Now I'm going to introduce Nicole, Alicia's mum, and she's going to share with us her 30-second story. I met her at 2017 celebration, and we hit it off straight away, and she's been a very dear friend of mine since. So your turn, Nicole, to share your 30-second story.
Hi, guys. Andrea, you're doing an amazing job. So before Isagenix, I was feeling uncomfortable in my clothes and I didn't like what I was seeing in photos. One of my good friends was using Isagenix and was looking amazing, so I contacted her, and next thing I was on a 3-way call to the lovely Sheridan, who's her sister, and I ordered my pack straight away, got started, in no time started feeling, you know, the results of the products in my body. And I've been using them now for nearly 2 years. I've lost over 10 kilos, bounce out of bed every day, I feel amazing. And I just want everybody to feel this good every day. And yeah, I've shared it all with my family and it's changed all of our lives. That's it.
How awesome is that? Have a big clap for Nicole. That's great. And I know it's taken her a big move to do this tonight. So congratulations, Nicole. You did well. You did beautifully. So thank you for sharing. So now it's my turn to do the next skill set, and it's plan your work. So bear with me. Here I go. So planning your work in any environment, any work environment is very important, and in particularly with Isagenix. I know for me, things can get in the way, and it can be sometimes, a distraction to plan my work. So first things now, if we go to page 32, sorry, I should have said that first. If we go to page 32, and if we can run through those points, I'll do my best, so bear with me. So the first one is basically make 3 changes that will help you get to your goals, so achieve your goals. So when I think of that, make changes that at the moment things are getting in your way to stop you from moving forward, or excuses you might be making. For me, it is time management. I need to improve my time management. If I have time, I fluff around a little bit, and it's not productive. I know that. When I block out time to commit to that. So think about where you're at and think about what will help you achieve your goals by making changes for you to achieve those goals. So don't write it down now. Spend time having a think about it, because, and as we're going along, maybe things will resonate with you and you think they're the changes I need to make. The next one, the top 3 goals that you want to achieve in the next 90 days. So again, have a good think about it, where you want to be in the next 90 days. If you want to rank advance, if you want to be receiving 10 cycles a week, or more or less, you want to be speaking with more people on a regular basis. Get yourself out of the comfort zone. That's how you're going to grow the business and learn and upskill. So have a really good think about what goals you would like to achieve in the next 90 days. Next one, what's your current ranking, which obviously you all know, and what rank would you like to be at the end of 90 days? So really think about what's achievable but challenging at the same time, and put that into, write it down and commit to it. And next one, commit and never quit. So how many hours are you willing to commit, weekly or daily? And I know for me, my work can be all over the shop. I can have a really big full day, or I can have a nothing day. And so if I do have a monthly calendar, one of those big office calendars, that I pencil out what I do when I'm available, and I aim to commit time to Isagenix. If you do that, and I know Rach and Greg has taught us that through our training, to do that, and it's I think it's a key area to commit to and make work for you. So yes, so that's an idea to do. Sorry, I'm just reading my notes here. So commit to how many hours you're going to put in weekly, and so how you can increase the business, up to over the 90 days. And how many people you'll be sharing Isagenix with per week. And I think when you look at your week, think about where you're at, where you're going. If it's social events, sporting events, if you're out shopping, Shares is a good one for out shopping and or out socialising and meeting new people, because we're always exposed to new people all the time. And this exposure with Isagenix has made me, I've never been shy, but it's given me confidence to talk to anybody, and I love people, so it's good fun. So, think about what your week involves. If you think, oh, I'm going here, I'm going out, I'm going to, reach my five newbies this week, new people that you can introduce to Isagenix and talk to us about Isagenix. And how you're going to reach your goal. So if your goal is to rank advance from consultant to director, obviously you're going to have to enrol a certain amount of people to get there. So if that's your goal, then work out how many people you're going to have to help, and a date by the time you reach that goal. Obviously, by the end of 90 days, you want to well and truly have done it, so you've reached your goal. So, keep focus on that, and put the challenge out there for yourself. And personally develop your leaders in your team. So some of you may not even have teams at this point, but next week you may, and all of a sudden this changes, the whole big picture changes. So, use your upline to support you and guide you, because you're lost without them in the beginning. And those who have been doing it for a long time and have a huge team, this is the opportunity to see where you can help them rank advance, or help them even, learn the expertise of three-way calls and, running a launch party. All these skills that we need to increase our business and upskill and set examples for our team members. So again, there's an area in the book on the page to set the goals, name the people that you want to help get to consultants, managers, directors, etc., and put a date to it. And retention, how to improve retention, through the IsaBody challenge. And that's a 16-week commitment. And to help people continue on that, I know everyone that I enrol, I always get them to partake in the 16-week challenge. If they love the product, and most of them, and even my 84 and 82-year-olds, they love the 16-week challenge. They love the freebies at the end, but they also love the challenge. And by the time they reach 16 weeks, we've got a customer. If they love the products, we've got a customer forever usually. So that's a wonderful tool we have there, and a great way to support our people. And also to help people complete the Healthy Mind and Body program. This helps them with their mind and mindset, and again, another service we have to offer. So and how many people you're going to help in that way. So, look through the notes and create that for yourself. And have an average order BV of what per customer you would like to be ordering. So obviously we all want 100 plus, so have a look at the moment. If you have a look at what your customers are ordering, you'll have a rough estimate of what the average is. So work between that, but always up it, because you always want to challenge yourself a bit. So, and by doing that, it just won't happen without you supporting your customer. Share the newbies, new products that are coming out. If they haven't tried products, introduce them to new products. Quite often when I've done that, people are buying, if I give them a sample or whatever, they love it and they end up buying it next time. We've just had new products come out, the mint choc and the new whey thins, whatever they're called. I sent a text out to all my cleansers, and I'm pretty much 50% have ordered them and loving it. So, that's another way of increasing our BV and introducing new products to our clients. So this page, I hope that has helped people. Has anyone got any questions that they would like to throw at me and wish me luck to answer it? No? So homework this week from this page, if you have a good think about it, don't just write it for the sake of writing it. Have a good think about the questions and how this is going to impact your business and how you can goal set. And the job for you to sign the bottom when you've done it, take a photo of it and send it to your accountability partner. The accountability partner needs to be someone who will hold you accountable and help you reach your goals. And so next week I want that all done. So if you work on that in the next week. And that's it. Any questions? Anyone want to add to it? Anyone would like to give me some feedback or whatever? Give me something, guys.
Hey, Andrea, it's Fawn.
Hello, Fawn.
I think it was actually a really good page in the 90-day action plan. It was my favourite page out of all of them. And for me, it really helped me think about how many people do I actually need to talk to get how many enrollments, to then get how many consultants to help me reach my goal. So I really broke it down that far to go, well, you know what? I need to be talking to this many people every day or every week in order to get that many new customers to then create consultants. And it kind of switched a little bit of a light bulb for me, because, you can be working off the, 3 by 3 by 3 messages every day, or the 5 by 5 or whatever. But I went, realistically, I need to be doing a lot more than that every day to reach the goals that I want to reach by the end of the 90-day action plan. So that was the best part for me. That's what I really took away.
Excellent. And knowing what we know is 1 out of 10% of people we speak to, we usually get on board. So that's a lot of people we need to speak to.
Yeah, exactly.
When you think of it. So yeah, thanks for sharing. Oh, that's great. Excellent. Anybody else? No? Okay, so moving on. So I'm now going to introduce you to the lovely Sarah Owen, who I also met in 2017 on the first celebration I went to. She's from New Zealand and she's going to share her 30-second story. I follow her very closely on Facebook. I get a lot of great information from you, Sarah, and quite often I pinch some of your information. So let's have a listen to Sarah. Welcome, Sarah.
Thanks, Andrea. Hi, I'm Sarah, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm from New Zealand. I started on this journey in February of 2016 after trying every ridiculous diet under the sun, sometimes having mild success eating something crazy and not very much of it, only to pile it all back on again and then some. By February 2016, I just turned 50 and the lovely menopause decided to kick in as well, put its 2 cents worth in. So I was feeling exhausted, dejected, unmotivated and struggling with muffin tops and back fat and feeling decidedly unsexy, not what I wanted to be at 50 years old. I was introduced to nutritional cleansing by my good friend Shelley. And as you can imagine, I approached this with great skepticism, but it came with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I thought, what the hell, let's give it a whirl. I think it was about day 9 when I woke up and I knew that something was different. I didn't feel like I'd run a marathon overnight, and I actually felt refreshed and ready to jump out of bed and you know, get into it and get the day started for the first time in what felt like a bloody long time. And it felt really good. It felt really good. In my first 30 days, I dropped 6 kgs. And I had jumped straight into an IsaBody challenge because $200 worth of free products sounded pretty damn good as well. So by the end of the 16 weeks, I donated another 4 kgs to the universe. And now I've maintained that 10 kg loss for 2 years now, and I feel better now in my 50s than I did in my 40s, probably even my 30s. And I've just got so much more motivation, so much more self-confidence, and I've got my sexy back. So yeah. That's me.
Well done, and you certainly have your sexy back, darling. You always look gorgeous when I see you in live or online. So yeah, well done. So good, isn't it? So good.
Oh, absolutely.
We're on a very good thing here. We are.
The best.
Well done. Thanks. Now I'm going to now introduce you to Nikita, who's going to do our third info for tonight. Training session. Nikita is a lovely young mum of 3 gorgeous kids who does wonderful things. I'm impressed with all the stuff I see on Facebook of you, Nikita. I saw her on stage in front of thousands of people just recently at celebrations, receiving a great award for being in fast part of the START movement. So well done, and I'll open it to you now, Nikita.
Thank you, Andrea. So I'm just going to say a quick sorry. I've got Geordie on the ground playing blocks with Nathan, keeping him amused, and the other daughter on YouTube watching Peppa Pig or something, keeping her amused. So if you hear something, it's just them. Perfect. So I have the page 33 tonight, and I actually was a little bit, when Andrea asked me, I said, Andrea, just, you know, you guys choose and then I'll go. And then when she actually gave me it, I got really excited about this bit because it's something that I actually struggled with to start with, but I found that now implementing more of a scheduled plan with Isagenix and with my life, I was more capable of doing more income producing activities rather than just kind of like shuffling here and there and thinking that I was getting stuff done, and I really wasn't when days were going by. So one thing that I want to actually see, how many people do Isagenix full-time? Pop your hand up if you're full-time. Beautiful. Okay, what about the part-time goers? Yeah, okay, I've seen a few hands. Who does not know if they are part-time or full-time? Anyone? Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm actually going to do a quick, I hope everyone's got a pen ready, because I'm going to do actually a quick activity with you, because my part isn't that big, but it's something that's going to help you with your schedule and knowing really what, how many hours to kind of give yourself for each activity that you do throughout the day. So, has everyone got their pieces of paper ready? Put your hands up when you do. Beautiful. Okay. So in a week, guys, okay, and this is crazy, we have 168 hours in a week. Now that is huge. So at the top of your paper, I want you to write 168. Okay. Now I want you to decide how many hours a night do you think you need sleep. I don't know what sleep is when I've got a baby, but I've written down 7 hours. So if you think you need 7 hours a week, that's 7 times 7, okay? So then underneath your 168, for me, I'd write 49, if you guys are kind of getting my drift here. So you guys might be 8 times 7 for 8 hours a night. What I want you to do then is think about how much family time do you think a week you need with your family? And this is really when you start to kind of nut out how many hours you know that you may be kind of wasting on bits, you know, on pieces. For myself, I wrote 28. I don't really know. I think I worked this out last night, so I'm not really sure why I wrote 28. But you can work it out by going how many hours a day. I think it's about 3 hours a day. So putting these numbers underneath, you can have how many hours of me time. So that might be for physical activity, that might be shopping, that might just be your time doing the things that you love. So making sure you block out them hours. How many hours for dinner, preparing and eating dinner with the family. So that's not me time, that's other time. So that might be 14 hours a week. 1 hour to cook, 1 hour to eat. By the time you've actually nutted these hours out, guys, what you actually come down with, and I think for myself, I had something like 58 hours free where I'm like, what do I actually do with my life in them 58 hours? This is before I took Isagenix out, okay? Now I have time in here where I am on the team call. I put an hour for the team call down. I put an hour for Janice's call down. But by the time I took it out and I took my family time out, I took me time out, I'm actually got left with so many hours a day that I'm actually, so many hours a week that I'm actually wasting. So I think this is a really good thing to kind of nut out and see how many hours you have left, because you may think, oh, I don't know if I'm full-time or if I'm part-time. You may think you're part-time with 3 hours, but you may actually have 15 hours there. You may be part-time thinking you have 15 hours, but you may have 40 hours actually sitting there. So this is a really great way to then actually look at your schedule, which is then on page 33. So once you've actually decided how many hours you have left, so for me it was something like 58, I'm not going to actually work my Isagenix business for the 58 hours, because that's why I'm not in, you know, a corporate job or a 9-to-5 job anymore. I don't want to work like that, but I, you know, can decide, well, I want to work, you know, 4 hours a day. So I'll times 7 times 4 or 4 times 70. Oh, 70. That'd be ridiculous. 4 times 7. And that was going to give me then my total amount of hours for my business. And then I actually know that I actually have extra hours left. So I hope that actually helps some people a little bit there doing that. And it's a great way as well when you have somebody that comes to you and says, I don't have the time to do this business, or I don't have the time this week, you know, to do this or do that. Well, let's actually work out how much time you do have. It's a really good one. And I'm a busy mum, so to say I have 58 hours free would kind of amaze me. Obviously, a lot of nappy changes were in there. So in your schedule, when you actually, I'll actually go ahead a little bit. What I want you guys to do this week is actually fill out your schedule. So you will see your schedule on page 34 and 35. So I want you to fill out your schedule and block it off. But when you actually get to your Isagenix part and you're like, right, I've got 4 hours scheduled, I've got an hour in the morning and I've got 3 hours of the night time when my kids go down to bed, or when, you know, dinner's done and I'm sitting on the couch and, you know, TV's off. No BV in TV, guys. Remember that one? So I'm sitting down and you're like, okay, but now what? What do I do? You need to do your IPAs. Is that what I always get it wrong? IPAs, income producing activities, okay? So in these IPAs, it's inviting people to your next info session or launch party. It's messaging, you know, 3 to 5 people. It's sending the tools. It's reaching out to your team. It's 3-way calls. It's all of them things that you get done in the first couple of hours or hour. And then all the other stuff can come later, because in your IPAs, sending 5 messages to someone is going to be a lot more than just posting a status update on Facebook and thinking 5 people are going to come to you, okay? So in your schedule, using that the first hour, even if it's your first hour of the morning, getting your IPAs done is really crucial. So that's some tips in there. But just also making sure that you fill in your schedule with you time, family time, dinner time, and all of that sort of stuff. Obviously, every day can change. You know, we just never know what's going to happen. Like, we may break our ankle or something like that and everything goes to shit. But what I'm saying is, when we know how many hours that we've got, it's really easy then to kind of utilize and actually know that you can get this business done around your normal life. And if you think that you have no time, if your hours, you know, you just did that little activity that I said and you're left with no hours, how many hours are you actually sleeping and how many hours do you actually need? You know, how many hours are you giving you time and shopping when you could be taking an hour out of that? So it's just kind of a little bit of a thought. Where can you take hours out of to actually put into your business if you truly want it? So anyway, Andrea, that's me.
That's fantastic. Thanks, Nikita. That was awesome. And such a good way to look at it, to break it down. So good. Thank you. That was, and I know you had very limited time to put that together today. I know you shared that with me. So very impressive. Thank you so much. Has anyone got any you know, anything they'd like to share or say to that wonderful information? Nikita?
Say that again. Sorry, Andrea. I was just a bit...
So I was just asking anyone who, if they're wanting to ask any questions or add to your wonderful insight there, your training.
Yes, please do.
No?
I just think that was absolutely incredible, and I think that it's going to blow quite a few people away as to actually how much time you do have up your sleeve at the end of it. I mean, for you, I mean, I know how incredibly busy it is to be a mum. To have 50 odd hours up your sleeve, that's crazy. Crazy. Yeah. Oh, but I'm looking forward to working that one out. So thank you very much.
Hey guys, that was awesome, Kate. So good. I love that tool. And I think, how good would it be if we all use that with new people coming in, like you said, and, you know, really understood how much time they have to dedicate and get them to commit. But my question to all of you is, raise your hand if you're doing IPA before everything else. Be honest. Okay, so there's only a few hands raised. So raise your hand if you're going to do IPA before everything else. Everyone should have their hand up. Awesome. Great, because you watch what happens. When you do that, when you eat that frog, because we know that's the hardest part, isn't it? Connecting, sending messages, following up. Once you've done that, it's a breeze. The rest of the day's fine. So if you do that first, watch what happens. Awesome, Keats.
Excellent. Thank you, guys. Okay, so now we've got the lovely Sherry on the phone, on the line to share her 30-second story. We met for the first time this afternoon online. Actually, we had a bit of a chat, and she's a PT, and she's got an amazing story that she's going to share with us tonight. Now it's 8:55. Do we have time, Rach? Yep, cool. Okay, Sherry, you're ready to go?
Hello, how you going? Can you see me?
See you, yes, can see you. Yep, go ahead.
Oh, awesome, my phone's on 5%, so I just had to put it in, charge it up. So hi everybody, it's been an awesome informational session tonight, by the way. So for me, I've got a lot of takeaways at the moment. So, but anyway, I'll run into my story. So before Isagenix, I was 51 kilos, and I was unhappy and I was undernourished because I was eating like once a day. I just was, you know, as a trainer, you're up early, you're working late at night, and you just eat on the run, or you just don't eat at all. Well, that's how I ran, you know what I mean? So, and also I lacked energy, and I wasn't really sleeping that well. So my housemate, Casey Smith, introduced me to the products. So she conveniently always had the Isagenix box on the table and kept on saying I should try them. So I thought, I've got nothing to lose. I need more energy. I'm lacking the energy. Let's just see how I go. So 2.5 years on, I am on my second IsaBody challenge. I'm definitely a lot fitter, a lot stronger. I'm training awesome. I'm eating 4 to 5 meals a day. And definitely I would recommend it to everybody that's thinking about it, considering, this product. I mean, for me, it's so convenient. And, some days I'm a lot busier than others, but it's just, for me, it's just as a trainer, I guess, preaching what foods to eat is one thing, but we need to do it ourselves as well. So, yeah, that's my story, really. Yeah. There you go.
Excellent. What an awesome story. Well done, Chevy. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. That's awesome. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Chevy, or anyone would like to ask anything? We're at the end of getting to the end of our call. We've all done an awesome job tonight. Thank you everyone for participating and for listening. We're now open to questions. So if anyone has any questions to ask or add to tonight, it's your time. No? And nobody?
Hey guys, can I just jump in?
Sure.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations, Andy and ladies. You all spoke so beautifully. Awesome call. So I just wanted to jump on and chat to you guys about Launch Party Month. It's been so awesome, and I reached out today to all the leaders to find out how everyone has been going. Our goal for April was to have 30 launch parties. I put a post on the Team Free executive page to see who was having them and whereabouts. So we've all been supporting each other beautifully. And so I just wanted to give you a little bit of feedback about how launch parties have been going, with follow-ups and enrollments and interest and stuff like that, just to demonstrate to you guys how awesome they are and why we need to be booking these in regularly. Okay, so the first one that I was lucky enough to attend was Fawn and Rachel's up in South Yarra, and they had over 30 people. And yes, a lot of them were Isagenix, but it created such an amazing vibe in the room that there was about 10 or 11 people there who were newbies, hadn't heard about Isagenix, and every single one of them walked away interested in enrolling. So how awesome is that? So well done, Fawn and Rach, and everyone else who spoke that night and who came to support them. Who else? Nikki Papitas, who you heard her story tonight, her and the beautiful Alicia and Nicole Hudson. Wave, Nicole, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday. They did one on the same night, and Andy went and supported them as well. And one new person showed up, one new person enrolled. Okay, so can you see how powerful they are? every single time. Urena just sent me through. She is having one launch party every week for 12 weeks. How huge is that? What an awesome commitment. Well done, Urena. And she just sent me through her numbers. The first one, she had 6 people turn up with 1 enrollment. Her second party, she had 15 people turn up. Can you see the momentum, how it builds? And had 2 enrollments for that. And then the third one that she had 1 new person and 1 enrollment. So amazing. So well done, Urena. So you keep up the momentum, build, and they will come. Who else? Jo Saliba. I haven't seen Jo on the call tonight. She might be there. I can only see one page. So I was lucky enough to go to Jo's as well, and Beck Rogers attended that one too, crashed that one. And that was an awesome night. So Fawn came down for that one as well. It was awesome for her to share her story and help out. So she had about 15 people attend her launch party, and she had 5 people who she's following up with that are really interested in getting started as well. So amazing, amazing results. We saw on the page as well that Brooke had her first launch party and ran it all by herself and had an amazing response with that too, heaps of follow-ups. And Nikita had one as well. She had 7 people attend and 3 people who she's following up to enroll too. So who would love to have 3 new people in their business? Everyone. Who would love to have 1 new person in their business? These nights are so much fun, and seriously, if they're at your house, you don't have to go anywhere. You chop up some bars, you play a video, and everyone comes to you. So who is booking in their next launch party? Hands up. See, Nikki's loving them. She used to cry every time she told her story, and she used to get me to do all the speaking, and now she's running them all the time by herself. It's so cool to see. So who else is having one? Hands up. Nikita's having another one. See, as soon as you have your first one, Fawn's going to have another one. Who else? Okay, so make sure that you're putting them in the Team Free post on the Team Free page so that we can all come and support you if we're in the area, and we can all send people along. Okay, so Nikita and Nathan are doing every second Wednesday. Urena is Thursday night in Berwick at Rosanna's. Okay, so you can see that launch parties work, okay? They're not hard, they're good fun, and they build momentum. And if you stay consistent, people will show up. And even if they don't, you do it anyway, and you practice and get better at your skills. Okay, so I'm being told we need to jump off now. Janice's call is going to get started, so if you wanted to stay on for that, it's an amazing, amazing call as well. So thanks, guys. Awesome job tonight, girls. So proud of you.
Well done, guys. Big shout out to Anne to our dance. Come on. Where's our dance? Love it. You're all shining. You're all in action. I love to see. So anyone that's wanting to step out of their comfort zone, message me. Otherwise, you might get a message from me. See you guys.
Thanks everybody. Janice is on a new link, so if you want to stay on for Janice, log on to the new one.
New link, jump on it. You'll love the call. It's life-changing.
Bye.